The patient gamer.
The patient gamer
wins, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Steam Summer Sale right now. I mean, like, Battlefield 1 is $2.79.
Crazy.
That is so crazy.
What's it regular?
Yeah.
I mean, when it first came out, it's like
$60,
$70.
right,
$60, yeah.
But what's it say on there?
$2.79.
Right, 85% off.
Arguably,
I think it's 39 something.
Okay, all right. You're talking about what it is. Yeah,
Oh.
normally
Yeah.
there. Yeah, it looks like normally it's $40, and it's like right now it's like 93% sale.
in retrospect, Battlefield 1 really is, and a lot of people, it's a work of freaking art.
It is. Battlefield 1 is gorgeous.
It was my Battlefield 3 for you guys.
You jumped in
like,
kinda
that was
there.
Where you
it.
started?
Right.
That
Okay.
was where, and it was definitely something I felt the most comfortable.
And you brought it up a second ago. How much is 2042 cost right now?
Let's see. 2042 right now, $6, $5.99.
There you go. You're
Most-
handling that mic like it doesn't make noise when you touch it.
Smack this mic like I smack my dick.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And he says that I'm not even gonna be able to leave it because he fucking hit the mic.
Yeah. And then Dallas is pretty good to pops. He is a.
Am I still
he's
popping a
He's
lot?
a pea popper.
You
If
don't
I have a
pop
popper,
much,
you
not
do.
for me.
It's
I got
okay.
these chubby lips.
Biggity pop.
You do. They're sexy though.
Chubby poppy lips.
There you
Oh,
go.
the ladies giving the ladies one more reason to love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the goal with poppy flappy
No, I'm
lips.
just kidding you.
But
Sweet
yeah,
little lips.
what, Red Dead 2 right now is $20. That's normally $60.
Okay,
Yeah.
Like,
that's a big deal.
that's a
what's,
deal.
What's Battlefield 5?
Battlefield 5
But-
looks like, yeah, I mean, good God, $3.49.
Most
For
of them are under
Battlefield
3.99.
Yeah.
Hardline, all of them.
Yeah.
You could get all Battlefield games, all bundle them all together for under $5.
Well, that math doesn't work.
No,
yet.
it doesn't. But that's the new title. It's
There
a
you go.
lie. No,
They're cheap.
Yeah, it's
No,
cheap.
if you're a patient gamer, you can get some damn good deals out there.
Man, and it just brings me back. Battlefield 1 got kind of hated on.
Did it? I thought
Well,
one
I
was-
think it threw people for a loop off.
But
the
now
bat.
people love it.
they do.
I feel like 5 got hated on more than I feel like one had a great reception, especially with the trailer.
You're right. You're right.
You may be thinking Battlefield 5.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when 5 came out, 5 had that really, it was like, this is our World War II.
Yeah.
And then it had a trailer that looked nothing like World War II.
And nobody
like,
wanted more World War II.
Yeah, because 1 had just come out, and it was like, man, that's really cool. They went back and they did an old war.
That was a bold
What's your
move.
next game?
Yeah.
That's another old war. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
already done that old war.
But not having like the planes that they normally have, or they did have the planes in 1, right? But
You're
not
dead
the
to me.
choppers.
Well,
You don't
they
have
had blimps.
yeah.
The
Oh, just
blimps.
blimps. They didn't have even planes.
No, they had planes.
I did a
Planes
video on
too, yeah.
planes.
Stuff like that.
Zane
no, I thought they
Zipperflip
did.
voiced it.
That's right.
Yeah.
But they didn't have choppers, and what else didn't they have?
If you
that
don't
were
have
like-
airstrips, you don't have airplanes.
Okay.
Oh boy.
The only
Yeah,
airstrip.
Nobody
still
wants to
holding
spawn in
on
the
to
sky
it.
with an airplane already.
We're fine with it.
Everybody was fine.
Everyone is fine with it.
No one's fine with it.
I
You are
understand
the
your
only one.
point.
Yeah.
Conversation we're not having,
Yeah.
but we should be.
All right, we've done it now. It's done for 2024 and 2025.
It's true.
Revisit it in 26.
It makes me even bring up. I was talking to you guys. Sam and I went and saw a little comedy show this weekend. Dude from SNL, Michael Longfellow.
Yes.
Yeah, and we were talking about jokes.
Uh-huh.
One.
Right.
Did I tell you even what I brought up off the bat to him?
I think you did, and I think it embarrassed me. What was it?
Oh,
Was
that's
it fun?
interesting.
What did you?
Well,
what was
I'll
it?
get right back to that, but to keep it topical, we were talking about stuff, and he asked something. I was like, yeah, we got a little comedy team and do this YouTube thing. I wasn't pitching us at all or pimping us out, but then we got to talk. He loves Battlefield. He got, I said we were kind of the red versus blue for Battlefield with as far as Battlefield Friends
Yeah.
goes. And he was like, oh, I love Battlefield. He's about 2042, huh? Like he went into that, you know what I mean? He's like, huh? You know what I mean? He's like, oh yeah, we made a cartoon about that too, you know, all that shit. But okay, let me go back to
What did you say?
what I said to him at first. So
I was buzzing,
We walk
so.
we walk in from the outside area, and they were doing the meet and greet in the inside area at Dead Crow Comedy Club downtown. And he did a joke in his set, and it was something about this time in his life, going through puberty, where he'd walk in and see a couch, and he'd be like, "I'd hit that," like pretty much just
a raging ball
banging
of erection
any-
and hormone.
banging anything.
Yeah.
And the first thing that popped in my head was my teddy bear story, right? Mm-hmm. And I was going to share that with him, but then he brought up, I forget what the joke was, but it was something about being afraid of something irrationally at that age. And it made me think of my other one, which I may have brought up in a podcast in the past, but when I was going through puberty, and I loved how he reacted to this too. I was like, when you were doing that one joke about the couch and wherever that went, what popped in my head was when I was so and so years old. I don't know, 12. And the little white dots started happening on my testicles where the hair follicles were going to start for the hair that was coming out. And I was like, oh boy, I got AIDS.
That's it. You had a good
I
run.
brought this up because it was in that AIDS explosion time.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
the early 80s or like.
You got teddy bear
later.
AIDS.
Huh? Yeah, I got AIDS. Never had
Yeah.
sex or even close to
Doesn't
sex
even
in
matter,
my life.
dude.
It doesn't. And he was like, oh my God, I had herpes. He thought he had herpes when his follicles were. So we related.
You guys
over.
laughed and watched the
That's great.
sunrise.
We did.
Yeah, I didn't. I missed half that conversation.
Yeah, you
I
were
got
talking to some-
confused.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, "What is he? What are you talking about?"
Yeah. Oh, good shit. But he's a battlefielder. If anyone's
That's
seen
fun.
him. Yeah. I feel like he was funny as hell, and we will see lots more of him. Great looking guy, good deep voice, good comic timing.
He's fun on SNL too.
He's like
Yeah.
the attractive Pete Davidson.
You'd said. did you?
I didn't
that
say it to
him?
him.
You said it to me when he was around.
I might have said it to him. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have y'all watched SNL lately?
No.
Not
in years.
Not
you,
no-
you
Little-
I
haven't
get
seen him
clips.
on it?
Yeah, exactly.
I've
Clips.
seen clips.
Okay.
Clips. Does
I
anybody
saw-
actually watch SNL anymore?
It happens.
It's. I mean, they still got some funny stuff, but
Yeah, they do.
it's funny because to me, they have a black Pete Davidson now.
Okay.
Like they got rid of Pete Davidson, and I forget the guy's name, but he looks just like Pete Davidson.
Davison
but
Pete.
black.
Okay, is
Davidson
he?
Pete.
Okay,
To me-
you don't know his name.
No, I can look it up.
Okay, please do.
All right. You enjoying the new? Are you enjoying it lately?
I mean, sometimes they have some good ones. Like what was that one? That Waffle House one was really funny.
That was good.
The Beavis and Butthead
That
one.
was good.
recently.
That one, I mean, like structure. It was funny because the actors broke.
Yep.
Like
It,
it was visually funny.
It was
like
funny
the,
enough
the
to-
joke. The joke itself was very simple, but
Yes.
the sketch
It
was
was
fucking
simple
It's
joke.
hilarious.
simple, but it was great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
it
the
looks like
appreci-
Pete,
Right.
Beavis and Butthead in the audience.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's the joke. It's like, what if someone in the audience looked like Beavis?
And they played it
Yeah.
straight.
And then it was
That's it.
well until they started cracking,
Until-
which
right.
was perfect.
But still, they played it straight until they cracked.
He
so.
looked like Beavis. He looked like Butthead.
you
Wagga
got
wagga.
this. Yeah.
But
Anyway,
no, that one girl just fucking lost it on that sketch. It was great.
whoever Longfellow took on the road with him to open up for him, though, was top tier.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, he
And
was
And
don't
he
great.
remember-
did probably a 45-minute set.
Damn,
and
really?
he had
All right.
his name was half Jewish, half Muslim.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember the name, but it was clearly half Jewish, half.
Well, that's what that was part
Oh,
of his
he did
bit.
a bit about it
Yeah,
because it's
just 'cause
true.
That is a very interesting part of his life when you were half Jewish and half Muslim, and he grew up or was born over there, wasn't he? I don't know. There were
Yeah.
drinks flowing that night, but it was fun.
Might have had a drink or two.
I just need to be, I think, around that kind of a setting at least once a month.
Absolutely.
Just
Yeah,
having
it's
a
good for
place
you.
like that
Yeah.
in town,
It was a good time.
good laughs.
We were Simon got us VIP, so we were like just one row removed from the first row. We were second row.
And that's
is-
not a
in
big
other
room
words.
anyway.
It's not. And the guy that opened up, or the guy that was before that was on the road with Longfellow, he was starting to do some crowd work a little bit, and the guy before him was, and I was just like, oh, we're gonna get it. We're the gay couple. And then Longfellow started, and yep, they never got to us, which we were ready for. I don't know. I felt
Hey,
Simon getting
some
nervous.
people won't,
I was ready
make
to
jokes about gay, so
No, it's true.
maybe
Yeah.
that saved you.
Yeah.
I
No,
was
we
ready
were.
to scream haters, and then I was gonna
Yeah.
throw my drink
were
at
ready.
them.
Yeah.
Ready to fucking get all loud.
He was
and
ready.
Shit.
He was
Ready to
getting
fight.
all.
Never.
Come on,
happened,
honey.
man. I'm tapping my legs,
Let's
tapping
go.
like, come on, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm not the only person that thinks that his name is Devin Walker,
Okay.
because there's some stuff popping up.
Oh
like-
wow, I'm looking at this photo. Yeah, I can see it.
Closer.
And
Very
even kind of the way he
similar-
talks, I think.
Okay.
I mean, I see him smiling the
Yeah,
same.
but when you see him moving, though, you're like, all right, body language. He's
Okay.
same.
Fair.
Similar, okay.
What if it's Pete?
It's not.
Oh,
He
that's
could be in trouble. Can't
just
do
an
that.
elaborate
can't do that.
gag.
No,
All right.
do that.
And they're
That'd be
wearing
a-
the same
that'd be a
jacket.
great
now.
Now,
reveal.
you would be allowed to
Mhm.
do that if you did commit to it for like a year.
Yeah.
Like that. If Pete Davidson is really secretly a black guy right now and he's on
year?
SNL,
It's
he
okay.
goes for a whole year, whole new personality, and then like all of a sudden, like one day the mask pops off.
Well,
It's
what
me-
if-
it's me, Pete, the whole time? That'd
What
be
if he's
brilliant.
actually black
would
and he
be.
was doing whiteface for
So-
years?
True?
Pete's the kind of white. He's got that like pasty white that does make me think of when Eddie Murphy did that SNL bit where he's Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he wore whiteface.
Yeah.
No,
And-
wait a second. He didn't wear whiteface in that skit. He wore whiteface in a completely
On the bus
different
skit.
skit on the bus skit.
Oh,
He spent
Yeah.
the day as
He
a
was-
white
you're
man.
right. Oh
He
my
was-
God.
He
duh.
was just black.
My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
Mr. Robinson.
I like how
So,
you mixed it up. There.
I did mix that up.
It's
but when
easy,
he
yeah.
dressed or made himself white and got all that good treatment.
Right. Got a loan.
That was
no
a
problem.
great sketch.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, people like at the bus as
the bus like
the last black person got off the bus and it turned into a party
a
and
disco.
the pole
Like all these
dancers.
lights came out of the walls and the open bar.
Man, look how bold they were then.
No, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, SNL, the
different
fucking
time,
80s.
Summer's here, so time to fuel up with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. So if you're like me and you worry about getting healthier food in your system and you want to avoid grabbing that fast food or making those unhealthy choices, then Factor is for you because they've got calorie smart options, protein plus, and keto, all chef crafted meals, never frozen, and dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So no matter how busy you are, you'll always have time to enjoy nutritious and great tasting meals. And you'll have a little bit more time because you won't be stuck in the grocery store or in the kitchen cooking. You'll be able to spend more time outside in the sun, or maybe sitting and gaming because you do that anyway during the summer. Whatever it is, save time with Factor. And I am picky, and I order Factor on the regular, and I love it. And if you've ever thought about getting a meal delivery service, then I tell you, Factor's the one for you. But I understand. You got to see if you like. So go, see if you like. Because we have a great deal to offer. Head to factormeals.com/Neebs50 and use code Neebs50 to get 50% off your first box, plus 20% off your next month. That's code Neebs50 at factormeals.com/Neebs50 to get 50% off your first box, plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. So what are you waiting for? Go get some good food in your mouth.
Man, look how bold they were then.
No, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
Oh,
SNL, the
different
fucking
time,
80s.
Oh,
Different
that
time.
pisses
That's
me
why
off.
no one
Ron.
watches SNL anymore.
Well, or just people are afraid of comedy, I guess, or I don't know.
I think it's getting better.
Yeah,
don't
I
know
hope
why.
so.
Yeah, no,
You
it's
know,
got to be.
I'm being told that by the people who I listen to. So
It's,
I'm just
hey,
in
look,
a
it's a
bubble.
crapshoot, man.
It is.
Sometimes it's really dumb.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. People get all fucking butthurt about such dumb shit, though. Ugh. It's
Blah.
comedy. It's comedy, people.
Yeah, no,
It's
yeah.
about intention, man.
Exactly. It's
always about
context and
intention.
intent.
Yeah.
Like, that's
it's
it.
not a
That's
tax.
what it always has been.
For sure.
South Park's been doing racy shit for fucking, 50 years now?
Yeah, nobody's fucking with them.
No, South
They're
Park
afraid
does a good
to.
job of it.
Huh?
South Park does a good job of balancing everything.
Oh,
I think.
absolutely. Yeah, they're wonderful.
And going for the jugular
what?
in their jokes.
Man,
Yeah.
do they balance? I think they go balls to the
I don't
fucking
think they.
wall.
I
Look.
don't think they
go
take a
so
side.
absurd. They go,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, they don't
That's
take a
balls to
side.
the wall,
But
right.
they like when they really go
They kind
for
of attack
something,
everybody.
they
They
go hard.
They do.
and they get so absurd with it.
They
Yeah.
do, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it isn't just like, oh, let's do this one joke. It's like, no, we're gonna do this one joke 5 times. We're gonna escalate it each time.
Yeah, and I think they pick sides. I think they're just very clear on who they're going with each time because each thing is different. You know, it's
They-
not always.
But they
left
just
and
seem to
right.
attack everything. So
And
it's-
yeah, I think
yeah.
people
Yeah.
genuinely fear them.
Very true.
Like, you do not want to be a South Park joke. You know, as
true.
far as Hollywood goes or, politics go.
Like that
you
one they
do
did
not.
about what the Prince Harry or whatever and his lady.
Yeah, that
Yeah, it
was
was hilarious.
It was a great take.
Yeah,
I didn't
Yeah,
see
they
that
started
one.
their tour.
yeah. Like
don't-
the,
Oh,
leave,
yeah,
the
that's
leave us
right.
alone tour or whatever it is. It's like, we just want to be left alone, and they're out in their front yard playing drums and just making the most obnoxious noise.
Leave us alone.
She said, we just want to be left alone. They're doing everything they can to get attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was great. And it was a great, that's just wonderful satire.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's good stuff.
So hey, this is going to be a lead-in.
To what?
Well, I'm not. It's not a lead-in. It just made me think like, hey, you know, it'd be cool. I'm going to let everyone know we're going to try to do a show and tell for the next one.
For the podcast.
So be prepared.
Next podcast.
That
Show
is-
and tell.
That's the plan.
Man,
Yeah,
you said that right before we started this one, and like already started thinking, like, oh,
What
I
you
got a
gonna
couple
bring?
things I can't wait to show in. I
Gillis,
can see
you
doing
bring
a
that
couple
shirt.
of show and tell.
You tell.
You bring that shirt to
We
the
know
next
it's a
one.
podcast and show and tell, but
All right.
whatever.
I'm not bringing the shirt, but I wore it today somewhat as a show and tell for Aztecia.
Yeah.
I got this shirt pretty much for her. Like, I wouldn't have bought it on my own, I don't think.
You don't think?
Well, I
There's
don't
a
hate
doubt?
it. I like the shirt.
Really?
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Well, I mean, any
So
of
you
these
like
we've
the
talked
ridiculous-
about.
I know.
We pulled it up on streams.
The
about
front of it's just a big wolf face.
a big wolf, and it's just dramatic.
It's
and
funny, yeah.
It's ridiculous, and it fits well. I like the shirt. It's stupid, and I know Sherry loves wolves. She
Right.
loves wolves.
Do you get looks?
Huh?
Do you get looks when you wear
Of
it?
course. I mean, this is only the second time I've.
Like,
I've
what does
had
their
it.
face say to you when you?
I think it's just like oh, he's bold enough to wear. He's wearing that.
Oh, he's got a wolf shirt on.
Because I was at Lowe's
Out in
Foods
public.
earlier today, and yeah, a couple looks. No comments.
I wouldn't think so. Yeah.
I think I got a comment the first time. I don't remember what it was, though. But yeah, it was one of those. I couldn't resist.
I could get behind that if it was like if there was something in that vein of so ugly it's cool kind of funny thing, and get behind a Neebs brand. Can we start doing these? We should start doing these.
Airbrushed animals on shirts.
But it's not airbrushed.
But it kind of looks
That is
feathery.
like
Yeah.
It's got some softness in
it's
there.
got softness to
Yeah.
it, but that's
Painted.
quality right now. If you had similar art styles, but like eagles, like holding cash in their mouth, you know what I'm saying?
And cigars and
So
flags.
like some,
Yeah.
and see, now it's an
fucking
intentional
yeah.
joke. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
where it shouldn't be.
I think the joke
know,
is in.
you're right.
And it was the first time I ever really appreciated, and it was a wolf shirt, I'm pretty sure, but it was Jermaine from
Flight of
Flight of the
Conchords.
Flight of
Conchords?
Concords doing his special with Brit for Comedy Central, I think.
Right?
And it was like, remember we watched that one? They were just those two, barely anybody knew who they were.
Yeah.
And they were just starting. It was like pretty much their first special, and they were just doing songs on stage. And he was wearing like a black shirt with a wolf. It was that whole cliche. Old,
So something about Australians and New Zealanders and wolf shirts.
maybe that's what the.
What's
that's
that about, Estekia?
I don't know. I couldn't say.
Y'all don't even have wolves, do you?
No.
That's why.
That's
Oh,
why.
that's
That's why. That's why. Because you know what we need over here? Kangaroo
Kangaroo.
shirts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or
A
wallaby
yeah,
shirts.
nice
Yeah.
wallaby. 3 wallabies yelling at a moon.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What about the old ladies? Like I can get behind
That's
old
what I'm
ladies.
saying.
You
Howling
don't
at the
like
moon?
that?
Well, we went down that wormhole and it wound
Right.
up old ladies on
I
a
know,
shirt.
but you don't appreciate
What
that
was the
because
name of
that's
that
obviously
again?
going for the joke.
It's going for the joke.
So,
I think
Eagle
I
and
like
Cash-
not going for the joke.
Okay,
what
but
was,
we-
what was the actual name of that again?
The art.
Yeah, what was that art? Estaki, help me out. The howling at the wolf. The wolf.
3 hell moons.
Three
Howl
Howl
Moon. That's the
Moon.
name of that particular art. And then like all the stuff. It's like they took the 3 wolves howling at the moon and then just make it ridiculous, right?
Whatever
3
it was.
grandmas.
Yeah,
Sloths.
3 grandmas howling at the moon. 3, whatever.
Yeah, and some of those grandmas are like screaming and like look like they're
It,
horrified.
it looks great. I love
all-
it.
And I
great.
would never wear that.
In an airbrushed fashion, though, it's something. It
It
looks.
wasn't airbrushed fashion.
It
I hate
was
airbrush stuff.
soft. It was
Painted-
feathery.
I know, but I hate airbrush stuff,
Okay.
and I like some of this stuff.
Does this
So
look airbrush though?
no,
mean, it's-
that not
Yeah,
to me at
no,
all.
I mean, I've
Not
seen some-
airbrushed, but
that doesn't look airbrushed.
I mean,
at all.
I'm looking at it from a distance, but I can see that being
it's
airbrush.
still got that.
Not at all. That'd be a fucking airbrush master fucking making that motherfucker.
Man, some people are crazy good with
I know.
airbrush.
But we're used to the shitty fucking Myrtle Beach
No, yeah, no.
shit.
Yeah, no, it's
And that's
not
what everyone
that.
thinks of when you say
You just
that.
offended like 50 some people.
Yep.
In Myrtle
Sorry.
Beach.
But you know what?
Myrtle
There are-
Beach.
There are upper echelon people. I'm sure there are good ones, but they're very few and
Do you-
far between.
Do you think in Myrtle Beach, among the airbrushers that are there, and there are several, that they all know? Oh man, Jim's the
He's the best airbrusher.
Jim.
he knows?
No, those dudes
Yeah.
there can't think 4 minutes ahead. They're high as fuck.
Yeah.
Because Anthony and I went there when we won that fucking
That's
7
right.
days competition.
Those
we
shirts
got
were dumb looking.
Yeah.
Those were
No,
awful, man.
they were terrible. It was what made them wonderful. But
Yeah.
the guy that did them, high as fucking balls.
Yeah.
And the guy that did them also wasn't an artist. Like,
No.
You know,
No.
usually
didn't work
they're
there.
kind of like artists that do a bad job. Mm-mm. And then there's like, you don't need to draw.
No,
man.
he got
Just-
paid minimum wage to just try his best on T-shirts.
Mm.
And that was it.
I wonder how you'd do with an airbrush, if given the.
Ooh.
I would love to see how you'd
Same as
adapt.
Photoshop. You
What's
probably
it?
do all right.
Yeah. Oh shit. There's some great VR games where you can do airbrush.
True.
Or there's one that's like you can do. It'll give you a wall. You can do graffiti.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So I'd be curious how. That'd be a fun thing to see.
Yeah.
It'd be
no,
fun
I'd
to do
play
a
with it.
video where you or Simon works at an airbrush shop in Myrtle Beach for a day.
That'd be a great video.
And people come order whatever they want, and
Yeah.
you paint it, and you go, here you go. That's
Oh, you want
35.
Mount Rushmore?
Dude, we could probably give the guy
Coming right
who
up.
works there a couple $100. Say, hey, just let me pop in for the day. Let me
Yeah.
do your job.
Yeah.
It sounds like
you got to go chill out.
that
Let me
prank
do it.
show. The,
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
What?
I
Where
wasn't
were you
paying
at?
What
attention.
about you
totally
or
thinking about
Duralis?
something
You or
else.
Duralis working at an airbrush shop in Myrtle Beach for a day.
For a day.
And
Okay.
making a video out of it.
Oh, making a video about it. We should make it a
And
sitcom.
listen.
Anyway, go on.
They don't get repeat business down there.
I know it's a
These
funny
people are just
sitcom.
there for the weekend. So
Right.
But what is that one prank show? The New Yorkers, they're doing it forever. You know what I mean?
Crank yankers or something.
No.
Oh, the
Crank
fucking the
Yankers.
buddies.
I mean, crank anchors.
Yeah, that's like a puppet show.
Yeah,
It was
which by the way was
Colin.
a funny
The
fucking
Colin,
show.
Yeah. I never really
Jerky
liked
Boys?
It. No. What are you doing?
Nope.
Why are we going to radio now?
I don't know.
All right, so
Someone's heard of
repeat-
Jerky Boys in 30
You did the
years.
voice. I
It's on
thought
True
It was
TV.
Crank Yankers or Jerky Boys.
No, they
His
prank
old-
each other.
It's not Jackass.
It's the
No.
four Long Island guys.
Yeah.
Oh
One of them-
shit! All right, I know who
You
you're
know
talking
what
about
I'm
now.
talking about.
But they don't-
practical jokers. or
The
something?
That's
Impractical
it.
Jokers.
Impractical jokers. There
Okay.
you go.
They've
I
done
was
some
close.
good shit. It
Took a
sounds like an
long time.
Impractical Joker sketch with airbrushing because they've done all that to each other.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah, but
Believe- I held off on that show for a long time, and then watched some, and there's some funny shit on there.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
on the impractical.
Yeah.
Well, it's about their relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
with
They're just
each
fucking
other.
with each other. Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
They
Like
got some good
when I
gags.
watched that show, I could see us doing shit
Me too.
like that. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we would
in
absolutely
the other room, like telling them what they have to say to
That's
the.
absolutely a road we could have gone down. And,
For sure, we
Yeah.
would have crushed it.
I recommend, entertainment-wise, tires. You know Shane Gillis?
Oh, you're doing the Shane Gillis thing, yeah.
You ever
Tires is a-
see- it's
is
a
a show?
sitcom.
His new show.
Super simple concept, fun characters.
Tires. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? I like Shane Gillis.
Yeah, I love him.
Very,
He's very likable.
very likable and doofus or whatever it was. It's speaking of SNL, like his whole thing was, I guess he was supposed to be on SNL, and then it was a big thing because
Yeah.
it was like when everything was going like extra woke in the beginning, they had found him saying some raunchy or racy shit.
It was
Comic
too much
saying
for him.
raunchy or racy shit.
Yeah,
right.
but SNL
on a
canceled him.
podcast from like several years earlier too, and he was just like, "All right, fuck it." And then I think Joe Rogan got behind him, and he ended up like going up on his thing. And
'Cause he's
yeah,
really
whatever.
good.
He's
Okay.
he's just a comedian.
He's
And
got
then-
a Netflix special, I believe.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Tires.
Tires.
I
No,
like
I mean
his
a
show.
stand-up.
He does have
yeah.
a special. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this sitcom is beautifully simple.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something that we would have. It was like down our alley when we were writing.
Right.
Something that we could that I think everyone would appreciate.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
He's great, man. Like the entire
funny.
comedian like they were all behind him and loved him. Like you could tell that everyone when he hosted that SNL, they were like, "Fuck yeah!"
Oh yeah, he ended up posting it after they said they
which is a beautiful.
Yeah.
it was a beautiful circle on that. Come around.
yeah.
He's great. Hey, let me get this out so we stick to the gaming. So I got invited to do an event, a fundraising event, because I've got mad Mario Kart skills.
And you've been practicing
Ooh.
on the down low for the last 23
That's not
months.
True, but I
very
will
true.
say yes, I have been,
22
Simon.
months. 21.
I don't know if you guys heard about when I won that Mario Kart tournament in Wilmington a couple years back.
No,
Was it
no,
a couple
missed
years
it.
ago?
A couple years ago.
Like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2.
It was like OG Mario Kart, and
Where did this happen?
I took it home. Where?
As we were talking about, actually, during the recording of this podcast, we were talking about Neebs doing, I think he did pole vault, which is crazy. And with the Summer Olympics in full swing, hydration is key for the athletes and the fans. I mean, we always need to be hydrated ourselves. Otherwise, seriously bad things can happen. And we all know that it's hard to stay hydrated, especially for people who don't like drinking water. You're out there, and you're going to like the taste. For all the people that out there, I'm just going to say you are. And really, you're not going to know until you try it. And why wouldn't you want to try the #1 powdered hydration brand in America with 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink? All you need to do is tear and pour 1 little stick into 16 ounces of water, and bam, you're good to go. Plus, you're going to get 8 vitamins and nutrients and free from gluten, dairy, and soy with no artificial colors or sweeteners. And they've got 4 delicious sugar-free flavors: white peach, green grape, raspberry melon, and lemon lime. My favorite's raspberry melon, but green grape is a close second. I use Liquid IV before I think I need it and after I know I do. And I highly recommend you do too. So turn your ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV and get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Neebs at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Neebs at liquidiv.com.
I don't know if you guys heard about when I won that Mario Kart tournament in Wilmington a couple years back.
No.
Was it
no,
a couple
missed
years
it.
ago?
A couple years ago.
Like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2.
It was like OG Mario Kart. And
Where did this happen?
I took it home. Where?
Really?
What's that called again?
Is this in someone's living room?
It was, no.
How many people were in this competition?
Man, I want to say more than 4, but there weren't.
Just 4.
There might have been.
Was this in a public place?
No, it was below Coughlin's.
Good
Where our
fellas.
boy Tim.
Yeah, downtown.
Oh,
The video game bar down there where
Where
we
we
had
did-
the stream.
Anthony's birthday stream.
It was down there.
Gotcha.
In that very space. You were in the space I won it.
And you got
Anyway,
first out of 4, huh?
I don't remember how many people.
Maybe 5. Might have been 5.
Anyway, let's not focus on my victories. Let's focus on what I got invited to by Extra Life for
Yep.
the Children's Miracle Network.
Network.
It's a tournament at it's July 20th in Kansas City, Missouri. So just going to go up there briefly
All right.
and come back. It's just that one night. I'm doing a Mario Kart tournament, but on the more current Mario Kart. And we're going to be raising some money for Extra Life, and it's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit Extra Life and Children's Miracle Network.
But mainly
But the
rallies.
numbers, yeah, let's think about this, guys.
yeah.
Let's not. So, yeah, if we hit the $5,000 mark, we'll be pimping this out over the next few weeks up until and whatnot. But
So I'll need a link in the description.
we're gonna need a link.
Yep, the
I could
link.
use all the help, guys. I'm not that good, and I got to practice up.
Yep.
Big time. And I did bust out my Switch, and I'm gonna get on there.
It's
There's like
every night.
there's new tracks I don't know and
Oh,
shit.
sure.
Like So yeah, when we hit the milestones, there's just 3 as of now.
Oh, wait. You get like little perks.
I do get perks
we hit
for what
the
we raise,
milestones.
and
Right.
guys, I could really use your help.
So tell us about these perks.
Well, okay, if we hit the $5,000 mark,
Uh-huh.
I can protect and change my vehicle after being sabotaged.
It sounds like pay to win to me.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It
Fu-
absolutely
hey, man,
feels
we-
like pay to win.
It's okay if it's for kids.
Throw the
It
dollars.
is. It's for the kids
Throw the dollars.
and me. It's
Yes.
for the kids and me.
And for
alone.
rallies, yeah.
Bragging rights and kids.
And then if we hit that 10,000 or be after that up to the $10,000 mark, I believe I can sabotage other players' vehicles. I
That's
don't even know
fucked
what
up.
that entails just yet.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm reading. See.
Okay.
And then 10,000 or more, I get to choose a circuit.
You're going to need all the help you can get because you've only ever played at that little bar with 3 people.
That's the only tournament I've played,
Right.
Neebs, but
How
I'm
did you
very
end up
good
in
at
this tournament anyway?
Listen, 5 people, can we really
They
call
reached
it a
out.
tournament? I
Here's-
mean, it's kind of like, is it really a tournament?
Yeah.
It is.
Here's what
It
I
is?
heard.
It's
With
a
5
tournament.
people?
That one that I did.
It's a race with 5 people.
Can we move past that, Simon,
I
and
know,
look at
but
this
you-
very real tournament
Yeah,
for
but
the
Is
kids?
every
This
living
one's-
room in
this one's gonna
America
be
a tournament?
legit.
Quit swimming in the past, you piece of shit.
He just brought it up. He brought it up.
Well, stop it, you piece of shit.
Him.
I
think
just
about
wa-
the
no,
kids.
I wanted to know how you just ended up in this tournament.
Well, because I
brought it
I'm actually very good at Mario Kart.
Well, Aztecia came in one day and was like, "Hey, we got an email from Extra Life, and they want to send Duralius to where is it, Kansas City?"
Yep.
And I'm like, "Why Duralius?" Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
he's
Why not?
actually very good.
What was
I've
the
seen him
answer?
play.
Why not
What was the
Simon?
answer, Neebs?
she said it's a Mario Kart competition.
And what
I
was
like,
your
I was
response
like,
to
"Oh,
it?
okay."
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes
Because-
perfect
He
sense.
did win that
course.
tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need.
Downtown.
You never
No,
bring
that's
up
fun.
the big tournament that he won in 2011 with 100 people. He only brings up the tournament from 2 years
Well, the reason he
ago.
doesn't is because it didn't happen.
Yeah, but you could lie about it, make it seem
Right,
more
like
legit.
you did. Sure. No, I'm stoked. I'm gonna crush it. I'm gonna practice a little bit up until then.
Hell yeah.
I
I'm
could use the
excited
help.
about watching it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, streaming it. We should be live streaming it on
Well,
our
I think
stream.
I think they're live streaming it.
And then we should restream.
Okay.
That's pretty exciting. Yeah. No, it seems like a pretty big event up there. I was looking at all the things that were going on. I mean, it's obviously not just that game.
If you get there and it's 3 other guys in a small
Oh,
bar,
I'm gonna wax them. I'm gonna wax them. I'm gonna wax them. Chloroform.
that's
them
where
and
you're
take
most
them out.
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, that should be good. You see some good stories from that.
yeah, for sure.
Nice.
And get some barbecue. Isn't that a barbecue town?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
Is it a barbecue town?
Kansas
Think
City
so.
barbecue, isn't that a thing?
These days, I feel. Is it?
think
KC
so.
barbecue?
I don't know. Just get barbecue. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I will. I
Yeah.
will. And I know that if I win or whatever, we get all the donations that we get on behalf of Team Neebs. I'm going to call it Team Neebs.
Oh,
We
good
won't-
call.
we won't just go Team Durales. But go to what's that, Aztecia? We'll go to Duke's Children's Hospital,
Nice.
And that's
right
a
here.
North Carolina
Keep
hospital.
it in North
right
Kakalaki.
up by Chapel Hill.
They take people from all over the damn world.
They
don't
do. It's a very reputable hospital. Some good caretakers and physicians.
That was the one stipulation you had. You're like, if I'm ever gonna do one of these
gotta be
competition
Duke's, I
things
said.
again,
Yeah.
it's got to be a reputable
Yeah,
place.
yeah. So I'm not messing around
through
anymore.
Duke.
So anyway, I had to throw that in there, and thank you very much for if you help out for the kids. It's for the
Link.
kids.
Link in the description.
It's not for me, but I mean, helping
Yeah.
me sabotage someone else's vehicle would be pretty cool.
That's
I could
the
use
one.
that.
That's horrible. That's the one I don't agree with.
I do.
I know because you like to.
I need it,
Yeah,
Simon.
makes you feel good.
And I
Take
need
other
it.
people down. Yeah, you do.
One step at a time.
You could just win without using all of your powers. You could be so good.
If they're sabotaging me,
They might not.
Yeah, I'm curious to know how many players there are. Like, how big is this thing?
yeah, we'll have to get we'll do a follow up for the next
Yeah.
podcast. Maybe we'll get some numbers and get an idea. We know some people there now, I guess. Well, as Techie does.
I'd like to go. I'm going to go with you, whether you like it or not. I'm going to follow you like a groupie. I'm
I
gonna
hope
show
so.
up. It's going
I
to
hope
be
so.
weird.
Well, you said the 20th. That's Nerdcore PartyCon.
That is right
Yeah.
then.
That's
Gotcha.
yeah. That's that weekend.
Oh
Okay.
man. And then not long after that's our live show.
Yeah.
True.
Crazy.
Coming quick.
Ooh.
Coming quick. July, August are going to be fucking going crazy.
Man. Yeah, time be flying right now. Time
Yeah.
flies when it gets hot.
Yeah.
Too freaking hot.
I don't want it to
Not
ever
today.
be winter again.
I do.
Nah, yeah. I'm with Neebs on that one.
You
Keep it
think we're
warm.
gonna get? You guys think it's gonna be?
Think we're going to get winter again?
I'm just talking about hurricane.
Probably.
Oh, man.
Hurricanes.
I hope not.
Oh, there's a number 4 out there now.
Okay.
Apparently, it's
in
at
the
least
Caribbean.
from what I was told. It's in the Caribbean. Okay.
Yeah.
But
it's
the
below Puerto Rico.
it's never,
Last I saw.
from what I heard, might be bullshit. It's never been one this early before recorded.
I
It
feel like
seems
we're
really
getting.
early,
I
yeah.
feel like we're getting smacked this year.
You're not the only one that's saying these things.
I know.
But
I
who
know.
the hell knows? Because I've heard that for a lot of years.
This
and
year,
it never happened.
something's weird. There's something internally that makes me just feel.
Well, I mean,
without
sometimes we
hearing
get
it.
hit every year
I know.
for years.
Yeah.
And then we have a break.
It's
We've had
been
a break
long
for a
time.
while.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not
We've been
really.
skimmed by like a few, but nothing crazy recently.
Yeah, our break hasn't been that long.
It's been a few years.
Since a real
Couple,
bad
right?
one
Maybe-
came.
No,
three,
not a real bad
2 or
one. I'm
3.
talking about like the every year thing. Like, yeah, we got a Cat 3 or something or 2. Like that would happen consistently. Something just feels weird about this year.
Yeah. Well, don't,
I don't know. I hope
don't
I'm
bring
wrong.
some bad juju on us.
Yeah.
now.
I'm
Right.
not.
wrong,
Oh,
too.
geez,
I'm not.
he just
I'm
did.
not bringing anything. It's just me.
No.
That's crazy of you
Yeah,
to think
it's
that.
the last one.
Watch over those black
Fucking-
cats out there too, and ladders and shit.
You know what? They will steal your soul. I tell you, I made an AI song about it, and I'm gonna share it here if I can.
Yeah.
But they do. They steal your soul at night.
Cats,
Yep.
little soul thieves.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened with Ella Marie. Then,
See?
yeah.
In the dead of night, when the moon shines bright, there's a presence creeping, giving you a fright. Eyes glowing yellow, palms so light. You little cats stealing souls out of sight. They'll weave their magic, make you lose control. Stealing souls in the dark they prowl. With every step, they'll take you down and grow. Sneaky cats with eyes so bright. They'll steal your soul, they'll steal your life.
You make a lot of AI songs.
I've only made a few, but
Yeah?
the ones that I've made that I liked, I kept, treasured.
Okay.
Have you ever written a song?
No. I just get a kick out of
I'm kidding. Just seeing what the results
Yeah,
are.
seeing what the computer
concept,
can
and
do.
it's not
I can
even a full
understand that.
song. It's just an inspiration of something.
Yeah,
that
it's
you
like a
just
little
go like,
blip.
oh yeah.
You wrote
Yeah.
Hot Dog Lover, didn't you? You kind of wrote the lyrics.
Yeah, I mean,
I,
That
but you know
was-
what? I co-wrote that.
Co-wrote it.
And,
Still, that counts.
I tried to
And that's why I
write
was
it,
kidding.
and then he made it into more of an actual song where I just had like technically a song because it was in with the melody,
Yeah.
but nothing breaking it up.
it came together to be a work of art.
I very much enjoy it.
Oh, Hot Dog Lover's wonderful.
It's a wonderful song.
I
It
love
really
it. Yeah, I
is.
love the video too.
Yeah. It's a
Wouldn't it
good
be
video.
great if someone like, I don't know, a really big singer covered it?
That'd be neat.
Yeah, I've been trying to get him to write. We had a concept for a song, which overall very basic concept, but good. A lot of opportunity for funny, but I tell you, it'll take him. He's got a lot of projects.
Takes a while. I pitched an idea. You guys weren't here Thursday. We were doing our stream, and I've been thinking about this band I want to start called Third Wheel.
I like it a lot.
And
I
yeah,
like it.
are you?
That's the name of the band.
Yeah.
Third Wheel.
Third
Who's
Wheel.
in the band?
it's
Well,
it's
a
this
couple, and then
a couple and this other dude, and they sing like all the greatest duets, but that one guy just has to interject a little bit here and there.
he throws his sense in.
Like he also loves pina coladas
if that's a good
and
example.
making love in the rain or whatever it is.
I too
Right.
just enjoy
If there's
making
room.
Wow.
love. Don't forget about me.
Yeah, I'll hang out.
Imagine just like all the great duets, and you just add an extra guy that's not a part of that relationship into it.
Right.
Did,
Great. I want to hear a song.
did you see the footage of Michael J. Fox at the Coldplay show?
No, I did not.
Glastonbury?
No.
It was kind of it was pretty badass.
Yeah.
Because apparently,
At a Coldplay concert?
yeah. What's the lead singer of Coldplay? You remember Chris something?
Chris Christopherson.
Chris Mutton?
Martin.
Chris Martin. Oh, she's
That's her
talking like an
accent.
Aussie.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Apparently he was inspired to be a musician by seeing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Back to
Johnny
the
B.
Future.
Good, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So when this, however, they communicated stuff like that. So Michael J. Fox came out in a wheelchair
Yeah.
and played guitar.
Ha! That's
I
great.
forget to what song it was.
Johnny Be Good?
No, it wasn't to that. It was like one of their big hits.
One of Coldplay's big
Yeah,
hits?
one of Coldplay. But
What
it
is-
was just like it's heartwarming as hell. And you can
I'm
just tell they're having a
So
blast.
terrible. Like Coldplay's obviously a band I've heard of. What the hell do they sing?
Yellow.
And they were all yellow.
We
I mean,
live
there's
in a
many,
wonderful
many
world.
That doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't sound familiar to me.
Okay, you've
Yellow.
heard them.
They were
Yeah,
all
I'm sure.
yellow.
They were all yellow. That's
Something.
that.
It's so funny. The only
Ba-ba-ba.
song that we're, and I'm a fan,
That's the
but
ones
the
that-
only one.
Well,
And I can't think of one song right now.
I don't remember song titles. I said that
I know.
earlier.
Fix You,
Fix You is, I think, what he
Fix
played
You.
with them on.
right?
I'm pretty sure.
They're
How's that one go? Do I
notoriously
know that?
made
I
fun
agree.
of
It's
as
kind of
being
slow.
They're kind
like-
of like
effeminate, or like
They're
people
like-
who like them are made fun of as being.
they're
you
like
know,
England's
feminine.
Nickelback.
I like Coldplay.
I
do
like
too.
Coldplay too.
Yep.
I do
so-
too.
I
And
wish I knew
Nickelback,
what they
there's a
sang.
documentary about Nickelback right now. Like
Okay.
about how did it become normal for everyone to just hate Nickelback?
As Techie just sent me a picture, but
It's on
Wait,
Net-
is
it's
that
on
what the
Netflix.
documentary is about?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
like, why does everybody hate
fascinating.
Nickelback?
Like they were so big and like, why does everybody hate Nickelback?
Yeah, you know
just
what?
came
That
out.
sounds-
They're not.
That sounds great.
They're not horrible. Like
because
No, they're just fine.
Of course they're not.
they're just like
on-
any other band.
on a
Yeah,
parallel.
I don't hate them.
I know why everyone started hating Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see any of like interviews with them and stuff like that, they had this god, especially the lead singer. He had this god complex. He was comparing them
Okay.
to like Zeppelin from like day one. They
Oh,
were
no.
just, it was just, ugh.
Just a lot of
But
ego there.
Nickelback, they didn't have that persona.
Yeah.
They didn't have that.
They're
like,
Canadians.
energy. So Nickelback got fucked.
Yeah. I haven't seen the rest of the. I've only seen part of the.
I want to watch it.
I heard
They
they're
get fucked
murderers
because they were
though.
so close to Creed.
No,
Okay.
no,
Why
they
get
didn't.
fucked?
No,
Maybe
Creed
it was too formulaic or something, but I don't know. But still, a lot of bands do that.
Creed was more the religious angle with
Yeah.
their rock too, and like just holier than thou kind of angle. I don't know, and just the lead singer was a douche. But Nickelback, there was really no. They
don't
made some
seem-
good music
They
for
seem
the time.
like decent
that worked.
people. Yeah.
But I was just gonna get this one meme out from my buddy Ben Hill from England that he shared about Coldplay. Said they were playing Glastonbury, the festival where Michael J. Fox jumped up there. It was the final show of theirs. My friend got caught trying to climb over the fence at Glastonbury. He was told go back and watch Coldplay. Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
It's
Copeland
like he was
sucks.
trying to leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to get out of
Yeah,
there.
isn't that fun? How they flip that?
That's pretty fun, yeah. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I was reading an article the other day about Parkinson's and how it could be, they're still doing research, but it could be just like a gut thing. Like maybe they just need some more vitamin B and riboflavin or something.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
just pump Michael full of vitamin B and he's like, I'm cured.
Like they did a lot of research about people that had Parkinson's all over the world and started seeing this pattern of things that they're, I guess, deficient in.
Right.
But who knows? It's just an article I read. Like that growing teeth one.
Right.
That's a thing, though. They're doing it in Japan.
Well, listen, the whole AI, man, that's when it comes down to research and seeing, familiar things or trends that, might take normal people years to be able to like decipher and research. It's going to be able to do it so quickly.
That
See,
dude,
hopefully
that dude that got Neuralink, he has a Joe Rogan interview. If you want to hear more about,
Oh man,
His
I'd love
did.
to.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah,
I heard some of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen to maybe about 30 minutes.
fascinated by that. Did you take anything away from it in the 30 minutes, or did you listen to that like you were listening to us during this podcast?
What'd you say?
What was that?
He was talking about, I guess, some of the beginning things of trying to like figure out, I guess, the beginning stages of it. Like at one point there was like, I don't know, he said something about many threads were all throughout his brain, and I guess the reason why they were retracting or like the brain was kind of
the
like
brain moves. He said
Yeah, the brain moves more.
it shifts or swells or does something.
Yeah, it does it more than it was supposed to, and he was basically talking about like some of the trials. So I didn't do.
He's
shit.
going to become like Reggie Jackson in Naked Gun, isn't he?
You think? Yeah.
But he is pretty confident in his ability to control things. Like he was saying, if he were to get into some of these like first-person shooter competitions, he's like, I'd smoke everybody.
Really?
He's just like,
Yeah,
I wanna see it, though, now.
I read an article about, or I saw a headline about that. Is like they're thinking about that for competitions in the future. It's like, okay, what if someone with Neuralink pops
Got to
in
regulate.
and yeah,
it'd have to be Neuralink or just hand controller, like or keyboard, whatever.
Well, then they'd
Yeah.
have to scan you to see if you're lying or not, huh?
Well, they would you have to. I mean, yeah, you're saying if they played from home,
I guess.
if they're in
whatever
an
the
arena
case.
like you were with the 4 people,
And like I will be
you could tell
with the
'cause you could
hundreds and
just-
hundreds.
but I want to see I want to see that competition.
I do
though.
too.
I want to
Yeah.
see a fucking like Call of Duty match with 10 people with Neuralink installed.
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's go.
Damn.
Now, see, I
So-
want to experience that, but I don't want anything stuck in my head. Like if it's just a cap I can put on.
It's not.
Oh no, stick it in
I
my
know
head.
it's not.
I think
but
that'd be fun.
but it
might
doesn't
be.
work.
It might be.
Yeah, why wouldn't they
Why
be
couldn't
able
it
to
be
have
later?
that ability to do the same thing? But
How?
it's just I don't know.
If we can see what's under the ground using like sensor technology, why can't they just sense what my brainwaves are doing through my scalp?
Well, how do they alter it then?
How do they alter it? It just has to record what my brain's doing and remember what that movement means, like setting your key bindings.
Right. Essentially.
It's not altering anything.
No,
No.
it's making your brain an interface, essentially, right?
Your brain's telling it what to do. So if he thinks, hit
Oh, I
ri-
see.
yeah.
Duh. Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. Gotcha. It's not adjusting. I'm with you on that. That's where you're just talking the mental gameplay. Like,
Yeah, your brain telling it to go right or left or
Right.
shoot,
Yeah.
and how to aim.
Like you'd be able to, because you could break it down to like, all right, well, people can play with Neuralink or you can play with controller, but you could probably fake it.
2 leagues.
So
yeah.
You should
why,
be.
Yeah.
why was I thinking like? Because I remember there was going to be potential benefits with like Alzheimer's and such.
Well, you
like
would probably
that.
need what do you call it, an insert for that.
Well, right.
If it's going to stimulate
Neuralink's not that.
things, it might be.
Well,
Like,
this
I don't
guy's
know.
got the guy who did it. Doesn't he have what's his?
I think his spine. I think he was in an accident, and his spine separated just for a second. When it snapped back together, he was paralyzed from the shoulders down. I think.
So he's able to use and utilize this to improve his life. I don't know
mean, yeah,
how, but
being
he
able to
has been.
do-
He was talking about
I mean,
it.
just
and
being
part of
able to
it.
play video games to pass the day is a game changer for him.
Yeah.
Just or just surf the internet and not have to do some because they had the thing where you control with your mouth. That must have been super frustrating.
I bet.
Oh yeah.
But just to be able to look and move through things at light speed like that, or control a wheelchair or something.
You weren't with Buddy. Kind of went down our buddy KG.
Yeah.
Went down a wormhole of because it's like sports. It's just baseball now. You know what I mean? Basketball just kind of wrapped up and stuff like that. It's pretty much just baseball. So the hardcore sports fans that are looking for all the bets and stuff like that, it's just this is kind of a lame season for them for the most part, unless you're a huge baseball fan. So he kind of went down this wormhole on ESPN of where cornhole has been going, how competitive cornhole is, And I guess the who won this last year, like the world singles, it's like this 13-year-old kid who's been playing like 2 years.
Right.
And he's the most awkward looking. His throw is like just this weird janky. It's like, it doesn't even make sense.
That's great.
It's so weird how he's so good. But then he was showing like this other guy that's, I guess, paraplegic.
Right.
Well, really?
And I guess I don't even know the proper way to explain it, but like, he's, I guess, up to the elbow kind of on both arms. And he's got like he's down on the ground and he's figured out a way and he's playing competitively by throwing by like his elbows.
With his
basically.
elbows.
That is
That
fucking
is
awesome.
And
amazing.
watched him play and was like, holy shit. Like, having to
crazy.
learn the mouth thing,
Yeah.
like you were just talking about, and making the best of it. And it triggered my brain to go there.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's cool.
Wild.
Insane. And so good at it. And that's
Yeah,
a good
no,
amount of
that's
distance.
what makes it on another level. It's like, he's already at a disadvantage. He's a damn paraplegic, but he's like, okay, I can still figure out a way to throw that fucking works.
to
and
get to
compete
the
and
board.
kick your ass.
Exactly. That level. Just
Yeah.
getting to the board would be like, holy shit.
Hey,
Right,
wow,
honestly.
and he's good too. No, he's kicking your ass good.
He's sponsored.
in
He's actually
competition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's pro.
I'm like, whoa.
Could you imagine? Like, have you
Wow.
tried that? Have you tried just using your elbows to throw a bag?
It makes you want to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
can I pick up a bag?
Dude,
of my
I
elbows?
don't have the shoulders for it. No, thank you.
My point. His whole
Yeah.
body had to learn it together. You
Yep,
know what I mean? Every
exactly.
bit of him had to figure it all out together.
Does he have a
No,
little
that's
bit
amazing.
below the elbow?
I'd have to watch.
Yeah.
Like, I'd have to look at it again. But I saw a couple tosses like, damn, that's fucking
Yeah,
nuts.
no, I want to watch this immediately.
And to be driven to keep, like, just to keep at it.
Yeah.
To
Well,
dial
yeah.
it in.
Are you
Yeah.
tempted to look it up?
How could you not?
I mean, yeah. It's like I immediately want to see that. A paraplegic cornhole player.
Yeah, it might be him. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, if this is the guy, like,
Yeah,
it's
probably is.
pretty close to the elbow. I can't tell if he's got a little bit below
yeah, it
the
almost
elbow.
looks like a little bit past the elbow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
you don't
awesome.
expect
That's
to see that. Yeah,
amazing.
it's amazing. It's inspiring as fuck. Like
Yeah, it
anybody
is.
who bitches about anything, like, dude,
Yeah. That is great.
yeah, pretty badass.
And when you look at it like that, I go like, oh yeah, no, I could see him noticing, like knowing right off the bat, like he probably just did it a few times and went like, oh yeah, I got this.
It's like, wait, yeah, I could get
just
I
feel
could
it.
get good at this.
Yeah, and you go like, yeah.
I want to see, yeah. Well, I also want to see the 13-year-old gangly kid.
He's
That
yeah.
sounds fun too.
I wonder what kind of like dough they're making, because I tell you, man, there's coverage on
'Cause-
ESPN 2 and 3 and maybe even 1 sometimes.
KG was saying because he's a sports just
Fanatic,
Encyclopedia.
no
he
matter
knows
what.
all the numbers
Yeah.
and he's that guy, and you've met him.
Yeah.
He was saying that there's this other 19-year-old that was like his high school baseball career was insane. He was like batting .523.
Wow.
Like all through, just a badass, and had a full ride, full scholarship, and he ducked out of that to play cornhole competitively.
Wow.
Man.
And he said
More
he
money
was-
in the cornhole game.
I guess he just wanted to do that more. He was like this badass. And I guess
Yeah.
this kid's dad was by him, and KG was just talking about how his dad's just like standing behind him, just arms crossed, and
Right, like, yeah,
just
great.
straight faced, and the fuck are we doing here? Kind of look.
But Dad, listen, man, I fucking just love cornhole.
I've been driving you
man.
to practice since you were 3. You little
Baseball was your dream.
fuck. It was your
Right,
dream, Dad.
I never wanted to play.
I was just real good.
Yeah.
play cornhole, Daddy.
Are y'all going to watch any of the Olympics in Paris?
I watched some by
happens.
accident the other night.
The trials?
No, I mean, it hasn't started yet. I
No.
just assumed
They're
it
still
was.
doing trials. They're like 2 weeks away from them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then they were talking about the Olympics, and it was gymnastics, so I just assumed
Yeah.
it was happening.
Last
at
night was
same
the
time.
gymnastics trial.
Oh yeah, that I have seen some just
Yeah.
out and about. Mm-hmm.
Yep, a lot of the same girls from. Well, I saw the women's because my wife was a gymnast. She couldn't go to sleep last night. She just had to watch it.
And that one that is supposed to be like she's older too. She's like in her 30s, right? But she's still killing it.
Who's?
I don't know her name.
I don't think anyone's in their 30s. Because Simone Biles, she's the one that
30.
Yeah, that's a big
she
name.
just crushes it. She's everywhere.
Yeah.
I think she's 30.
She is, I think, 32, right?
Yeah,
she?
I think they made a big deal about the fact that she's like somebody who's competing.
Against
she's been
20
around for so
year-olds.
long, and she's competing against 18-year-olds.
Because it is a very young sport.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she looks great for
Wear your
her
damn
age.
body
She
out.
could have been.
She's 27.
Okay, so she's
Yeah.
close to 30, but yeah.
Okay, then maybe they're 14, 15-year-olds competing.
19 to 22 is like...
Yeah, but
That's
there
it.
there
Yeah,
are
that's the sweet
30-year-old
spot.
like there's people that still do it at 30.
Oh hell yeah, but to that level.
Yeah, no, it's tough when you get in your 30s to do that.
God, yeah.
But
Yeah, not us, though.
I love watching like real quick stuff, like a sprint
Sure.
or I was watching a little bit of pole vault the other day and high jump. Like I like watching those. Just
Pole vault
You know if they
still
did it.
scares me to watch.
yeah,
My oldest brother did it, and it's like the people that in track and field in high school are like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that.
what scares you about it?
Dude, nothing's
what-
normal about it.
What?
Okay.
What wouldn't?
I
don't
did it in
know.
high school.
Like,
I thought it was
no, I remember
great.
you did it too. I'm sure it's fun. I don't know.
You gotta have some extra little balls to try it for the first time. I know I would be intimidated by it. I was never given the opportunity to do it, but I knew how it worked. But
Yeah.
we didn't have it at our school. It wasn't one of the things that they did.
I think
don't
the
know.
only thing that would scare me is if while you're upside down, the pole snapped.
and which happens. It does happen.
Okay.
And just hitting that
What are you
thing
saying?
and
Like
holding
on
on
mine?
to it.
What was that response?
well, like I never saw it.
okay. I mean, I've seen video of it.
But like if you go up and you don't have enough momentum, you just kind of come back down on the pole.
Fair.
And then when you go up, you're usually high enough you're going to hit the mat.
Right.
It's not too.
Yeah, no,
Usually.
I get it.
Yeah.
It was an irrational fear, I guess I had. But
That's
yeah.
irrational fear.
I was afraid of heights a lot more then, too.
I loved it. I love the sensation. Like once your legs get over and you can just kind of,
Yeah.
and you just let it go and you
Yeah,
just
that does
fall
seem,
back on your
that
back.
seems fun.
I dig
It
it.
does.
I dig it.
But
I'm not
it-
hating on that.
I could see the intimidation, though, because if you're going high and you have any sort of trepidation
I
about
think
that.
more so in my head is like nobody's like got this instinct to do that. It's like nobody's like driven to do that per se.
It's an
Yeah.
odd thing
It's
to
not
even
something you
do.
just do.
right. It's like almost like the coach had to be like, "Hey, come try this."
Yeah.
Take this pole, run.
Yeah.
Right, kind
Slam that fucker into the ground.
Because you're not really inspired by anyone doing it, really.
No,
I mean, maybe some people have been, I'm sure, but
I think the way I got into it was I hated running a lot. So
yeah.
I was like, I don't mind running just for a second or two. I don't want to like do the 400 or
Yep.
up.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do long jump,
I was a long
Pole
jumper.
vault.
Yeah.
high jump, triple jump.
Do you do triple?
Yep.
Dude, I'll triple jump you.
I wasn't good at it,
Nah, I wasn't that great either, but
but I was like, all those I just got to run for a second. So let's don't have me doing a bunch of laps and
yeah,
stuff.
I hear you there. That makes sense. Triple jump's the weirdest shit in the world, and it's
It's
just like
awkward.
mess your knees up for days.
Ugh.
Yeah. I don't know if this is real or not, but I saw this video the other day that said one guy worked a front flip into his long jump, and he was just like crushing it. And then the committee's like, you know what? This can't be a
Which is
thing.
ridiculous.
So they made a rule of you can't do a front flip while doing a long jump.
No, come on. You should be able
I
to
gotta
do
see that. Can we see that?
anything.
I want to see that just
I
as
want to
much.
see this motherfucker flip
Yeah.
and then do a long
How do you-
jump.
how do you-
Please.
How can you argue that?
Well, you can't argue it because
How?
it's because
still a
if you're a
jump.
gymnast, because if you're a gymnast, right? I know.
Sure.
And you do all the flippity flip flops. That
Well-
does give you more of an edge. Now it's going to turn into a gymnast thing, and it's not going to be
Perfect. It'll get attention then.
Yeah, I'm fine with
But
it.
if you
It's
just, I mean, they do that in a lot of
okay.
stuff.
10
Like,
flips before the long jump.
I would love to just it to be a separate event, the front flip long jump.
Fair.
Yeah,
Um,
do
That-
that
that's
too.
Is
That's-
this
I'm
happening
fine
right
with
now?
that.
We're
I
about
wanna
to
see
watch
it.
that?
I'm just showing you the vid. This video is called the somersault
thanks for getting my
band
way,
long
son.
jump technique. But I mean, you do think your forward momentum is never stopped in that kind of motion.
It's helping you.
That should absolutely be.
Yeah.
I thought that they were
But then his
somehow
hands go
doing some
back.
sort of a foot thing. They're just literally flipping forward
footage
with
from
Diving
the
in the
80s?
air,
Yeah.
doing a
Yeah.
front flip and landing.
It totally should. That's
Yeah,
weird.
that ought to be legal.
Everybody wants to see that. instead.
Everybody does.
Right. That sounds
Everybody.
way more fun than just jumping.
Yeah. I think if you compare it to like, all right, who had the record back in 1960, whatever. Like, okay, this is a different technique. Let's don't compare those two because it's a different technique.
Right.
But
Or
fun to
offer the
watch.
whole other thing a medal at that, because that deserves its own category too.
Agreed.
It could.
yeah, and I don't know for sure if that's actually a
That's from
superior
like look at that footage.
technique, but
Nah.
That
Yeah.
looked like it was from the 70s.
yeah,
a little
no,
bit.
it's got that that
Grains.
I don't hate it.
sheen.
I think the same thing with the high jump. Wasn't there like people that were just diving over it, doing a flip,
Whatever gets you over.
or maybe it was someone finally came up with the idea. What if I jump backwards? Maybe that's better.
Yeah, I mean, if it changed the sport to everyone trying to do it a different way, that's fine.
Be some broken necks out there too, I'm sure.
Well, this has been your unclear history update.
Yeah, you know
There
what
you
you're
go.
listening to. You know what you're listening
I have
to.
no idea.
Yeah.
Probably none of this stuff is right.
Well, do we end on a low note on
Was that
none of
low?
it being right?
I think that was
no,
fun.
no. I mean, about things not
Just
being
assume
right.
everything we say is probably off.
Yeah, this is all entertainment, quote unquote,
Yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah, but keep in
It's just a
mind
hangout.
those Battlefield games are super cheap right now if you want to
right.
get in on
Batman's
that.
Yeah,
cheap.
come on
dude.
now.
Like Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight's an awesome game. It's $1.99.
What?
How much longer is it going to be out when this podcast comes
I
out?
don't know.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Oh no, they're gonna be pissed.
Yo, switch and bait.
Fuck, I've been wanting to play that.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, see
Bye, y'all.
ya. It's
Have
been
a
a
good one.
later.